Hello, it's December 2021. I'm going to be hitting a lot of different points in this video as quickly as I can. So I'm going to begin with, I've noticed how people who are, for example, not going along with current worldwide events, how they're treating me is exactly how they're being treated by those who are going along with current worldwide events. An observation that I even said last year in different videos, comments, and posts. And I find that very interesting. And that's going to segue to something else later on in this video. Now, I'm going to say something that's going to probably trigger a lot of people. But I'm going to say at least 50% of the people who are not going along with current worldwide events now will eventually find themselves going along with it. And then that number is going to be 50% after that. And before you know it, everyone who's resisting now will be going along with it. And we see the same strategy being applied over the many decades with different things that are being imposed. Resistance, people quote unquote fighting back, everything else. And the machine keeps moving forward, and eventually people just start to fall away and becomes a social norm. So I really pray that this prediction of mine doesn't come true. And the only way that this is going to stop is with some sort of divine intervention. I even said last year how people treat covering the mouth will be how they treat the needle, and that has come true. How people treat the needle now will be how they treat with whatever is going to be imposed. A lot of people I see going off on these conspiracy theory tangents, and I'm using the word conspiracy theory deliberately here. I don't advocate the use of that term because a lot of what many people would call conspiracy theories are actually truths. And there are some truths to it, but a lot of people seem to be hanging on to, focusing, consumed by all these different things, which there's not enough information or even evidence to make a properly informed conclusion either way. It's just what people need, perhaps, to hang on to, a false hope. We're seeing more and more professional types, say for example police officers, stepping forward and saying that they're not going along with the official narrative, whatever is being imposed with current worldwide events. But these are the very same people, if they were able to keep their jobs, would be imposing the very same things that they don't like on other people. And we see a recent example of this happening in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where someone is just doing their job, issuing or assisting issuing a trespass notice. Now, what makes this story, I'm going to use it as a loose descriptive, almost as a scam, is they're asking people to help this individual who has issued a trespass notice for court costs, legal fees. I'm assuming that's what they meant, where there's no court proceedings. The person was simply issued a trespass notice not to return unless they were giving permission in the future. There's no proceedings, there's no court fees, there's nothing. And that's very misleading when people are saying, well, we have to help this person. And this segues into people are only interested in injustice when it may impact their lives or is impacting their lives. There are countless of cases like mine of injustice. And in my case, the injustice was the repercussions of my trying to do the right thing. For example, to whistleblow and expose the sex trafficking or sexual abuse of vulnerable women, whatever you want to call it. And there was an injustice that followed that. There's a pattern of events that led up to where I am today and why I'm living the way I am today now. But people don't seem to care unless it impacts them directly or potentially. And I've said repeatedly that all these little small cases that no one's ever heard of, including mine, is what sets the precedence for future bigger injustices. And we only hear about a mere fraction of the injustices being imposed on people everywhere. Now, there are some people in these groups who are, I want to call it complaining or even triggered by how they perceive me. They perceive me, for example, what I'm saying as being authoritative or even arrogant or whatever, which is on them. It's not on me. Some people don't see me that way. Some people find what I share extremely useful, and I have a lot of private messages even supporting all that. And I try to show on occasion a few examples of this in some of my videos. These people are confusing, for example, confidence, knowledge, and understanding that's greater than theirs with arrogance. Now, am I responsible for either type of people who either see me as arrogant or trying to come across as a know-it-all, or the people who see me as being very helpful with the information that I'm giving? I'm not responsible for either. Anyway, just things I want to share with you real quick. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share.